Alright guys, we are living and learning a lot through this third project. This will be like my fourth attempt to get this video done to show you guys. And I'm running out of envelopes. But anyway, I'm going to show you, we're going to make a gift card this time. And I think I've got it figured out how to do it. So I don't need this little piece on this closure. I had to put the magnet on the outside on this one, and I think I figured it out, so I'm going to try. I deleted all my videos. I'm trying one more time. So this one, you guys, you get what you get. So I'm going to start with an envelope, and I'm going to go slow so that I don't screw up like these parts that I've done enough times. Give it a fold at the flap, and then fold it in half again. Okay, like so. Now, we're going to deconstruct the envelope. So first we're going to cut the flap in half up to the fold at the top of the envelope. So go ahead and cut your flap down. That one's going to go down like this. Didn't cut my flap well enough. I think I tend to look at where I'm cutting and move the scissors. So that's going to eventually stick down over there. This side we're going to cut off. So feel free to use your, let's see, I haven't used my cutter on it yet, but let's give it a go and see how it works. Oops, not down there. It's not going to work. See if I can line it up. Don't want that second flap in there. We'll be ruining yet another card. Okay, we're going to use this piece, so keep it handy. Then we want to tear this open. So deconstruct carefully. Try and get under like the flap to get most of the paper off that you can, so it doesn't get too thin, so these wrinkles don't show up so much when we glue it back down. But we're going to come over here now. We're going to deconstruct. Let me pause you till I'm done. Okay, we are deconstructed. So now you can go ahead and make a little mark on here if you want, and I cut this little piece off. So that's what my little mark is for. I just didn't want that there. So I'm going to put that in my trimmer, and I'm just going to trim up to this score line right here. And then I'm going to use my scissors because I'm feeling I'm going to take too long if I don't. So I'm going to trim this off. We're going to take that little piece right out of there, like so. Over on this side, this is where I'm going to try something different than what I've been doing. I've got the little magnets. You'll get one in your envelope. There's two little pieces. Oops, I got three here. There's two little pieces to your magnet. Separate them apart. Now, go ahead and open your card, your envelope up, and use a glue dot And we're going to want our closure a little bit above the trees. So somewhere, you know, right in here, go ahead and put your glue dot. I'm going to go there. And then put down one of your magnets. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're not going to close it up yet. We're going to trim this piece down. We're going to make a kind of a straight edge, and then we're going to cut two like 1/2 inch pieces off from that black piece that we cut off. Okay, then I'm going to give you a piece of shaded spruce that will be 3/4 of an inch wide. And we're going to go with like 2 inches long, and then we can adjust. So 2 inches long, 3/4 inches wide. Then we are going to go ahead and glue one of these papers on. I think that looks kind of even. All right, and then I'm going to corner punch these. Like so. And then I'm going to put the magnet, second magnet, on the front side so that they're adhered on there. And then take our another glue dot and put it on the magnet. And I'm going to put it back on there. Why? I'm struggling here, guys, with my... There we go. Peel that off. Stick it on. All right, then we want to stick our flap on there. Then put some glue on our second piece of paper. Make sure you got enough to cover over your magnet. And then glue that down to your strip. Glue that all down nice and tight. You maybe want to use the green glue and then follow the contour of what you already corner rounded so that both sides are rounded. And then now, I'll find our magnet. We're going to stick them back together. Now we can glue this. Let's glue this side shut. I'm thinking I'm going to use, probably should use liquid glue. And be careful not to do what I just did there and go outside the line. So go ahead and glue that piece shut on the left. Now we're going to go ahead and lick that shut. Like so. Then we're going to bring this piece over. Let's go ahead and fold it back so that it's going to pretend that it's shutting. Make sure that you don't have it too tight. So like, see like that, like it wants to pop off. So I'm going to give it a little bit more room in the bend. Okay, give that a good, I'm going to cut off my excess here, because this is going to now go under this flap. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on it, just so I can get it in place. It's going to tuck under in there. And then bring that up, unlock it. Now this should be stuck down where you need it. And then go ahead and finish the closure of the envelope. Like so. And now it should hold it closed. Okay, so now we'll finish off the inside. I used one of the negative images from the trees, the vellum trees, these trees that came out. And I got my shaded spruce ink and an ink pad. Oh, I just told you that. And a blender brush. And then now you just want to be careful because these are very thin. So it's going to catch easily if you get too heavy-handed or you go too fast with the blender brush. Kind of want to make sure you just, you don't want to go off the edge. I love a brush mark, but see how I went the other direction and it went up. So do what you can to kind of hold it where you need it. Like so. I think I'm up there at the top. And you could glue it down. But I'm afraid that the adhesive is going to leave marks and stuff. So I'm just trying to hold it in place. I guess washi tape. You could washi tape it. I'm getting more on me than I need to, but I just, let's see. Oh, that looks pretty good under there. So I'm going to call that good. I could try and go on this guy over here. He doesn't have any. And the liquid glue on my hands is not helping everything stick to me. So we're going to call that good now, or I'm going to mess up number 4. We're going to call that good. So after this, I took the Merry Christmas in black and I'm going to stamp that on. I got white here, and I'm going to punch it out actually, just to make sure I got my spacing. And so I need 2 of these large oval circles. This punch is retired, so if you have another shape, size, whatever you want to use, that works. We do maybe have some oval dies that you could use. but whatever works. You could even do it square if you wanted. Then I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas in one. And then I needed a to and from for the front, and I borrowed from the Delivering Cheer stamp set. There's a to and a from in here. They're a little bit big, but they work. So if you have a smaller set, that would probably be perfect, because these have to go like up almost off the page to be able to still have enough space to write who it's to and from on it. But again, this is what I had out handy, and it was current if somebody didn't have a to from that they could purchase. And there we go. So we got a to and a from. And then I took that same punch and I punched out a couple black circles. They're not circles, they're ovals. And then I went and cut them in half. Okay? Then on the back of the white oval, I'm just going to put some adhesive and then kind of match them up, but leave a little bit of a border so that it kind of looks like it belongs like this as a layer, and you can't really see that and you can also probably do it on the back. If you go to where it starts to touch, somewhere, something like that, you get the gist. I don't know if I got my circle crooked, but there we go. And then I just put that one flat inside. Like this. Oh, you guys, after all that, I forgot to cut this across. Remember I had you make a mark on there? We're going to go ahead and cut this across, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Use your trimmer before you start. I was so excited that I figured out how to put the magnets in there, I forgot to do this step. Okay? Just makes it a straighter. So after all that, my phone died. I've got, I don't know how far exactly it got, but I finished it off. I'll find out how far it got when I get to loading, but I trimmed that back down. We loaded the, sent him the greeting thing flat on the front. On the outside, I did the to and from with the same type of a layer, and then you're all set. So there you go, a gift card holder with project number 3.